We're about to take you on a tour of our music, I would say room, but it's kind of our whole apartment. Isn't it weird that we're standing?
Yeah, it is weird. I like it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So we're gonna start off with my collection. Yes, me and Stacey do keep our collection separate. Over the past year, I've really been working on downsizing my collection. Even though it doesn't necessarily look like it, I have gotten rid of about 200 to 300 records. I've moved everything up. There used to be just box sets up here. I've really been working on downsizing my collection to the records that I'll actually listen to, quality over quantity in this instance. Let me show you one. Now, if you're looking to clear out a party, put this record on, people will be gone so fast. This is the most ridiculous album in my collection. It's actually a bootleg.
How do you know it's a fugazi? You looked at it for 2 seconds.
So one thing you'll find around our apartment is a culmination of both of our personalities, and we really start to show that here. We got all of Stacey's weird crystals. She's aligning her chakras like you wouldn't believe. And then we have these pops. I don't necessarily collect pops. Most of these were stolen from coworkers' desks many years ago, and I just never gave them back. I think the only one that's Stacey's is this one. So this right here is one of my favorite parts of the collection. This is every Noble Records exclusive and Noble Record label release that they've put out. So I had this custom made from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. The one thing I added myself, obviously, are these little bars to make sure the records don't fall. You're probably gonna ask me, hey Matt, what is your favorite Noble Records release? There's two, simply because he releases stuff as a label and he does exclusives with other labels. So as far as my favorite release from the label, this is Dry Water. From North Carolina, really good riffy type stuff. Definitely check it out if you haven't. And if we're talking about exclusives, I think one of my favorites is Farm. It's super riffy. I'm not exactly sure when this was originally released, but I'm so happy they did a reissue. Definitely check this record out if you haven't. So not much has changed in the way of our equipment. This is the Project X2. It came stock with an acrylic platter, but I have made some upgrades, I think, since the last time we spoke. Since last year, I have added the aluminum subplatter and the Ortophone 2M bronze cartridge. I really like the cartridge. I didn't like the Moonstone it came with. It just doesn't do that well with rock, in my opinion. Below all this, I have the Marantz PM 6006. It is real basic. It's not the most expensive Marantz that you can get by any means, but a couple years ago it was on sale and it hasn't failed me since.
Enjoy it more on Marantz Stereo. Marantz is music.
If you're looking for a cheaper option and still want the name brand, check out the PM 6006. So down here is stuff we've bought but haven't listened to yet. As you can see, we have a giant backlog. All of this is housed on a line phono shelving unit. I was a little iffy about spending the money that it does cost, but it has been worth every penny. Super solid. So this shelf is from IKEA. The recommendation came from Dylan of Noble Records, and it holds our on-deck type stuff. At any given time, there's 3 records up here, and I'm very strict about following what's on deck to make sure I can listen to everything and decide if I want to keep it in my collection.
So, as Matt mentioned, we do keep our collection separate. They are in the same room, just a different part of the room, I guess. I definitely don't have as many as he does, but I would like to think that it's just full of a bunch of bangers. And then, I don't know, there's just a little bit of everything in there. I have a bunch of Nirvana, I have everything by Phoebe Bridgers, it's my taste, and it's very widely ranged. And I'm pretty proud of my little mighty collection. So one time Matt was bored and I was like, yeah, go ahead. So I kind of took like a little page out of his book by having the records out of the inside of it. Makes it a lot easier to take out and play, and you know, because you already have to get up and do stuff to play it, so might as well make it a little quicker.
There's more.
Pick his nose.
Oh. This is the latest addition to our setup. I don't know why I need 2 turntables, but I now have them. This is the Bang & Olufsen Biogram 1800. I've always wanted one of these, but I know the rabbit hole you can go down with owning one of these. I found one on Facebook Marketplace for fairly decent price. They no longer make these turntables, and because these cartridges are proprietary, it's almost impossible to find a decently priced one. So yeah, I chose to make my life difficult. We're still having a little bit of an issue with it where the left channel is not working correctly. So we need to figure out if it is the RCA cables that are attached to it or it's the cartridge. This is my PlayStation 5 because I'm a gamer. And this is probably my favorite part of our apartment. It is just a gallery wall of images we've collected over the years we've been together. Babe, what's your favorite?
The Live Laugh-Botomy and the Phoebe Bridgers.
I think mine is the one smack dab in the middle. It is the Sleep poster. Got that at End of an Ear in Austin, Texas, framed for like 60 bucks. It's numbered out of 300. One of my favorite prints that I've ever bought. This is our shelf of weirdness. I think it's just stuff we've collected over the years. And we got more of Stacey's crystals. I don't know what they do, but I like this ghost one. That's probably my favorite. And if you come down here, you can see most of our box sets are right here because I did have to move them because we were running out of room. I love this Into It Over It 52 Weeks box set, probably one of my favorites. I bought that when it dropped. And this Pantera one, when this originally dropped, they could not sell these. I think I got this on sale for like 30 bucks. Now it is apparently very sought after. I'll never get rid of it. So over here is our cleaning station. This is the Hummin Guru ultrasonic record cleaner. It's one of my favorite things that we have currently. For the price, it does exactly what it's supposed to and has cleaned some really dirty records. I do have cassettes right here, and yes, I do collect cassettes. That is one of the things we had to sacrifice though for space, which was my cassette deck. We also have 7 inches. These are mine. I have 2 boxes full. I need to start getting rid of some. Of course, we have Stacey's box. I think I got this for her for Christmas one year. It's cute. Nice little Amazon purchase.
One, two, three, four.
Hello, everybody. Charles Manson, Chaperone, cult leader.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the Chaperone cult.
Definitely check it out if you haven't. Everything's falling. So up here,
It is every single favorite album that I've ever loved.
a line phono. What do you call this? And yeah, our neighbors don't get too mad, I don't think.